This
This is
woman
just
is
some nigga
fucking
talking
nuts.
shit.
Yeah, I remember that
This
girl.
is just some
She
nigga
was a
talking
hoe.
shit.
This
And
woman.
everybody's caught up in all that shit.
Yeah. Early stream, early stream, early stream. Yeah. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Um, if you want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Cash App, PayPal, all at the top of the chat as well as in the description. Or you could do super chat, super sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor.
My question is,
King or queen of the stream. Hold on, let's see. I want to pull some stuff up that I want to go over real quick. But yeah, hit the like button, please. Let's see. So follow me on Dating Dysfunctions. It's my new channel. You probably already know by this point. Bear with me. We about to get started.
And I've talked to several girls who
Okay. One more video to pull. Let me find it. It's called The Norma and Michelle Show. Here we go.
A few months ago, we had an episode on online dating in your 50s, and it was all about my experiences, so very female skewed. Our guest today was bold enough to reach out and ask.
Might be a better episode to go over. Which episode was that? Let's run it back.
A few months ago, we had an episode on online dating in your 50s, and it was all about my experiences, so very female skewed.
I had to watch that one first. So let me talk about. I want to talk about her look. You probably could have guessed. I want to talk about her look. Let me take a swig. Okay. Let me talk about sis outfit. Okay, what look do I think she's going for? She's definitely she's going for the I'm expensive look. I'm bougie and I'm expensive. She might be a nice older lady. And you could tell she was a looker back in her day. I mean, she's not a bad looking older woman now. I'm assuming, I mean, you know these women lie about their ages. She's probably in her 60s. She don't look like she's in her 50s, but who knows? I had somebody tell me earlier that I'm looking older now. I mean, I didn't take too much offense to it because unlike women, our identities as men aren't based on what we look like. It's a beautiful thing. I wouldn't want to trade places with a woman for a second. I mean, because I could look old as fuck. My value isn't in my face being so pretty. Um, kind of lost track. So anyway, I got a story to tell y'all too. I'm not gonna tell you what place, even though I mean it won't really matter. But I have a restaurant story that I'm gonna get to here in a minute. So the lady in the middle, uh, let's just say she's 58. I don't think she's a horrible looking 58-year-old woman. Back in her day, she was probably bad. But anyway, she's trying to still give that bougie, I'm expensive, I'm a bad bitch aesthetic, and it's pathetic. Okay, let's just do a contrast. I'm not roasting her. We're just talking. We're just talking. This isn't personal against her. We're just talking in general, archetype. Now the lady in the right, yeah, I'd fuck the one in the middle. You fuck the one in the middle. You fuck the one on the right too. She's not the worst looking older woman. So, and here's the thing about older women. If they just nice, then we cool. They can even get some dick if they nice. Like look, nobody has a problem with older women just for the fact that they're older women or the fact that they look old. They think people care about that more than what we do. Oh, bitch, just be nice and we'll love you. We'll take care of you. We'll make sure you're straight. Whatever you need from us. You're already a woman. People already inherently want to look out for you. All you got to do is just not be a bitch. And so many of them just struggle. Just don't be too over the top and too much of a bitch. And the world will still love you. They just can't fucking do it. A lot of them can't. Here's the thing. Here's the thing too. The ones who can do it, let me put it like this. A lot of times when a woman hit over 50, you could tell the ones who was married for 20 years at some point. You could usually tell. Okay, back to her look. Ma'am, it's over. Like maybe she is rich. But trying this hard to look rich is just pathetic to me. And it's not really a thing amongst rich 60-year-old men that are blatantly trying to wear Louis jackets and shit at 60 and making sure you can see the Rolex. Like you see what I'm saying? Like men aren't as pressed for you to know that they're high value. See, the reason why women care so much about looking rich or not looking rich necessarily, but looking pretty or looking bougie or looking like you got some money because there's not much going on the inside. And that's why the outside is oh so important for women. But her look is pissing me off. What is it, a pigtail? What do you call that hairdo? The pixie hairdo? You too fucking old for a pixie hairdo, grandma. And like I said, I think you're a cute grandma. And I don't know if you're a bitch yet. I don't know if you're a bitch. So I'm not I really don't have anything negative to say about you yet. But the look that you're trying to give off, it's pissing me off. And I hope I articulated why. So let me tell you this this restaurant story real quick from earlier. So we at the restaurant, me and my peeps. Me and my peeps is at the restaurant. Now I didn't go get the food. One of my peeps was ordering everybody's food, right? And apparently there was this whole ordeal where it was this group of people, I guess, small talking with one of the people behind the counter. And they're literally holding up the line, I guess, for like 5 minutes. So eventually, the person behind the counter was like, all right, y'all got to go. Y'all holding up the line. So I guess they eventually left. So apparently, when my peeps went up and was like, okay, I'll take your order. Well, okay, this will help you give you some context. It was like the restaurant. And it's a chain. It's like I guess you can technically consider it fast food, but it wasn't like a place like McDonald's or something. If that gives you any context, it was 90% run by niggas, not black people, niggas. So that should already give you a context. So the group of people finally walk away, and one of my people walk up and I guess was saying, "Oh, can I get this?" So the black bitch, and that's what we're gonna refer to the women in this story. The black bitch was like, "Oh, no way, I ain't taking your order, no way, no how, I ain't taking it," or some rude shit that these niggers always, be on rude shit. Cause yeah, niggas and black people. I don't fuck with niggas, and I don't blame no race of people who don't fuck with niggas. Nobody should fuck with niggas, just like nobody should fuck with these fucking low life retarded whites. Whatever percentage that is. It's not really a race thing, it's a way you act thing. So these niggas, she was rude as fuck to my people. So then, okay, my people just like, okay, well, whoever, I mean, whatever, whoever's gonna take the order. So then the nigga bitch, I guess, turned to the other nigga bitch and like, okay, you want to take it? And then the other nigga bitch like, no, I don't want to take it. So it was a whole ordeal. They was arguing behind the counter about not wanting to do their fucking job and take a order. And anyway, I finally, when I'm hearing this story, I'm looking around, looking at these people that's running this establishment. I'm like, these motherfuckers look like they fucking drug addicts and fucking gangbangers. Nobody wants to, and we were having an intellectual, we were trying to have an intellectual conversation, but everybody's it's black fatigue. Well, not, I'm sorry, I don't use that term anymore because it's bullshit and it denigrates black people like me who are decent humans. So fuck black fatigue. It's nigga fatigue. It's nigga fatigue. And in this context, we just going niggas of all races, white niggas, Hispanic niggas, Mexican niggas. Speaking of that, don't let me get sidetracked, folks. But speaking of that, I remember a time I was at work and somebody said something about niggas, referring to a white person. Somebody said something about that nigga, but he was talking about a white person. He was talking about a white celebrity. And somebody black that was working there was like, yeah, yeah, this nigga. And then the white dude that worked there was like, how can he be a nigga? He ain't. And then he kind of stopped himself. We kind of looked at him like, what you about to say, motherfucker? And I didn't say anything because the white dude who was saying that didn't like me, and I didn't care about him, but he had a hard dick for me, and like he had, for some reason had a problem with me for some reason, weird ass niggas. Anyway, so yeah, it's a lot of white people who think niggas mean black people, and I get it. There is that context. I get why they think niggas mean black people, but he just wasn't smart enough to use his context clues to put it together. Like, oh, I guess white people could be niggas too. I don't know. It was a funny moment. Anyway, back to the story. Um, so everybody was rude as fuck as usual, and that's why that feeds into the negative stereotypes about all black people. But I was looking around at the people that work there. The motherfucker who was making the food looked like he doesn't comb his hair. It just pissed me off. The whole situation pissed me off. And I made this comment. When it comes to dealing with my food and taking care of my health, I don't want to see. One of the bitches had a tattoo on her face, and I'm not kidding. I'm not being funny. One of the bitches walked past as I was peeping the scene and we was talking about all this. The bitch walked past that worked there. She had a tattoo on her face, cuz. She had a literal tattoo on her face. I'm just like, man, listen. I We were trying to have a measured conversation about all this. And I was just like, look, when it come to, I'm gonna say it again, the people that deal with my health and the people that deal with my food, I want them motherfuckers to look clean cut. And I don't give a fuck who think is judgmental, who think is wrong. Man, fuck all that. I don't have a hell to send them to. But I'm just saying, if you're gonna be making my food or dealing with my health or taking my blood pressure, whatever the fuck, I don't want to see no motherfucker with tattoos and look their hair looks shuffled and it look like they've been up all night or look like they do heroin. I don't want them touching my food and I don't want them dealing with nothing with my health or having my health information. Now, hey, call me what you want to call me. I think most people will agree, whether they admit it or not. It reminds me of the movie Crash. And I hope somebody who's listening to my voice right now seen the movie Crash and remember it enough to be able to understand what I'm about to say. Hold on, let me. hold- And let me just say this real quick. The people who I'm judging at this restaurant, they may have been fine people. Highly unlikely. Because okay, I'm gonna be real. With two of the black nigger bitches, I felt that demonic energy. It's not a skin color thing, I promise. Look, but it's a certain energy that I don't know. Like, I mean, if you got a tattoo in your face, yeah, I'm gonna feel demonic energy. No, that's not necessarily true. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. Because there was a chick. This is not a tattoo on the face example, but it was a chick at a restaurant years ago. She had blue hair. She was a big girl with blue hair. I think she even had a nose ring. She beat the nose ring theory. It was some local spot. I would go in there. Um, so I would go order my food, and it was this homo there, right? And I don't got any problem with gay dudes, but I do got a problem with the sassy ones. Like the sassy ones who always got something negative to say, they always got like an attitude or something. Fuck those gays. But look, um, he was one of those. He was a sassy, fag, right? And he was giving me all this attitude. I'm assuming because I was black or something. I don't know. So he was one asshole that worked there. So, but I would love it when he wasn't there. But when he wasn't there, it was this big chick with blue hair and I think a bull ring, right? She was sweet as fucking pie. And it's sad that these women who are nice stand out so much to me. That shouldn't be such a standout. Just because a woman was sweet to me when it was her job to be sweet to me. And both of the women I've talked about recently, chubby, nice chicks, have been chicks at work. Like that should be the expectation. I mean, you at work, they're paying you to be nice to me. I shouldn't be blown away, but I still am. Because it's so rare to meet a woman who exudes just sweetness and femininity. Anyway, she was a big bitch with blue hair and a bull ring, and I loved her. She was fucking great. She gave me some of the best energy I ever felt in my life. So I just say that to say it's not necessarily about the looks, but it is about the looks. We're human. We're gonna judge. I, most people don't want dirty looking motherfuckers with face tattoos making their food of any race. And I'm positive I'm not being prejudiced against my own kind. Because if it was a white motherfucker with tattoos on their face and look like they stink, I don't want to make them my food. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with all that, but I had a bad experience at that restaurant. And I'm just gonna tell you flat out. And this is probably wrong, and I don't care. I'm standing on it. Maybe one day I'll grow. If I had an establishment, ain't no black bitches working at my front desk. Fucking period. Look, I'm gonna just be frank. Probably ain't hiring no black bitches at my company. That's just me. I'm just gonna be real. She gotta be. I just probably ain't gonna do it as a general rule. Am I wrong? Maybe, but fuck it, I'm standing on it. Just too many bad experiences. I just couldn't do it in good faith. Um, hold on. I'll be right back. Let me play something until I get back.
So that you would have to be a whatless father, a deadbeat dad, to be a good partner to me. Now here's a problem. I'm not dating a whatless father. I'm not entertaining a deadbeat dad. So you understand what I'm saying? There's the disconnect right there. Because in order for you to be good to me, you have to be terrible to your kid. But I wouldn't date you if you're terrible to your kid. So it just wouldn't work. So yeah.
Is it just me, or like is dating like not really a desirable thing nowadays? Like I've been single for almost 2 years now. I don't really get excited to go on dates. Not only do I not get excited, I'm like not looking forward to meeting somebody to go on a date with. Not only that, I'm just not excited in general to like look for someone to date. Like I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't seem like a very desirable thing to do nowadays, because I feel like people don't take dating seriously. They just want to like talk for a few days on text and then like meet up and then like hang out and then that's it. You're done. You start all over again because they don't want to catch feelings, or they're too afraid to show their emotions, or they'll be like, oh well, she's not texting me, so I'm not gonna text her. Like, people are afraid to show interest for some reason. I feel like it's because everybody thinks they have so many options because of social media, when in reality they don't. And to me personally, I would never join like a dating app. But what about you? Like, are you on dating apps? Do you think dating apps work? I feel like dating apps are freaking scary. It's kind of silly to say, to be like, oh my god, I don't want to go on a date with a stranger. But even if I were to meet somebody out in the open freaking outside world, they would still be a stranger. But I feel like in a dating app, it's a lot scarier. I don't know if that makes sense. Last year, I was only on one date. Didn't really work out. It was like a first and last date. Like, I felt like there wasn't really that much chemistry. And when he tried to follow up for a second date, I feel like he wasn't really putting that much effort, and it was like really wishy-washy, which kind of like made me like not want to go on a second date, to be honest. And this year I went on like 3 dates with somebody too. And again, it just was not a match because he was so freaking machista, and he was very like, he was such a lustful man, girl, that gives me the immediate ick. That's another thing that I cannot take with dating nowadays. I feel like people are so freaking lustful, and it's literally, to me, it's such a ick and such a turn off. When I cut it, I was like, you know what, this isn't gonna work out. And I was honest. I was like, you know what, you're just a really lustful person, and personally, that's not what I'm looking for, and it's like a really big turn off. So I don't think this is gonna work. This mother trucker had the audacity to look me dead in the eyes and say that I should be glad that he wants to jump my bones 24/7, and that I should be glad that he always wants to, and I was just like, I was literally like at a loss for words. Anybody in this world can look at me and be lustful, and I'm honestly sick and tired of it. I don't want that. That is not what I want. I also just feel like I don't see the effort when people keep asking me on dates. Like, they ask, but I don't see them planning, and I don't see the effort. I don't see no type of freaking effort, and it just, again, it's something that is not desirable. It's not something that I'm looking forward to be like, oh, I want to go on a date. And it's kind of sad, because I do want to have somebody eventually, and I know eventually it's gonna happen. But at the same time, I've like come to terms with the fact that I may end up alone, and that's like, okay. The only time that it sucks is when like I'm having like a sad moment or something, and I'm laying in bed and I really want to be like held by somebody, and then I'm like, you know what, maybe I should date. But then it's like, I don't know.
In your early 30s and single, girl, it is amazing. Don't feel rushed. It is not scary, I promise you. I just got home from seeing 2 girlfriends. I've been out and about, hot girl walks. I just made a chocolate ninja creamy. I'm gonna go out later tonight. The only responsibility I have is to be on a Zoom at 12 o'clock on Monday. And I am booked and busy. Are making your own money, owning your own shit. You don't have to put up with anyone yapping in your ear. Trust me. You will have kids at some point if you want kids. Do not worry, do not rush it. You will have time. My mom had my sister when she was 39 without any help. I have many girlfriends that have kids, and they're so grateful that they have their kids. But do they wish that they could book a Pilates class whenever they want, or go for a walk, or go out to dinner, or go for drinks whenever they want without having to book a babysitter? Yes. And I'm sorry, I get to do my 10-step skincare without a little guy like yapping in my ear to hurry up. There's a time and a place for everything, so embrace this.
If you want a man to fall in love with you, you have to focus on these 3 things. The first one is the most important, and this is that you have to be in.
I don't know what she was talking about, but responsibility is a big part of what make us feel fulfilled as humans, I think. And being responsible for a little person, it really is like, I don't know, man. It really does bring a level of meaning and substance to your life that I don't think anything else can. Like a career or something. It's not the same. But I won't go on a rant. Let's get back to this one. Uh, so level up your life. Oh my gosh. Beauty hacks over 50. What the hell are the rest of the videos? Hold on. Oh, here we go.
Dating in your 50s, and specifically online dating, is not for the faint of heart. And I should know because I've been doing this for over a decade.
That is not a good thing. Oh, that is not a good thing, and you are not who anybody should take advice from. Oh man, should I record this episode? Is it gonna be that cringy? Oh my gosh. I need to make a new hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to record this one. Let's run it back. I gotta record this one. It's gonna be some bullshit.
So today, dating in your 50s, and specifically online dating, is not for the faint of heart. Profiles. Dating in your 50s, and specifically online dating, is not for the faint of heart. And I should know because I've been doing this for over a decade.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Yeah. That's not a good thing. That's a horrible thing. And that's the reason why nobody should listen to anything you're saying in this video. Online dating for a decade is just sad. Let's break that down a bit. She's not a bad looking older woman, and she looked a lot better when she was younger. She had every opportunity on the planet to stick with one of her ex-husbands or something like that. But let's get into it. Dating apps work wonderful for good women with realistic standards. It's like it's a smorgasbord or whatever you call it. It's like a secret weapon for decent I'm not even gonna say decent looking. It's a it's like a secret weapon for women with realistic standards. All type of women with realistic standards. Ones, twos, tens, nines, whatever she is. If you have realistic standards as a woman, you are going to find a husband on a dating app. Point blank period. But we already know she's gonna look for a man who travels and makes a certain amount of money, and the attraction has to be there, etc., etc., etc. Look, the market has spoken, man. If you've been on dating apps for a decade, the market has spoken. When it comes to the type of guys you want, there's plenty of guys on there who would have took you. Y'all know the rest. Let's get back into it.
So today, dating in your 50s, and specifically online dating, is not for the faint of heart. And I should know because I've been doing this for over a decade. So today, I'm going to talk about where I date online and how, what I've learned, what I suggest for women, and my feedback on men's dating profiles.
Look, I'll say this. Yeah. What we looking like? What we looking like? What we looking like? Oh, is that a picture when she was younger? Hold on. That's not young enough for me to really see what she looked like when she was like 25. That's still probably like a pic when she was 40. Hold on, I'm trying to see if we can. Are all these older pictures? These aren't bad looking women. I'm trying to see if they've been best friends for a long time. That's what's up. It's cute when women are besties. But it just need to be a man in the mix to be the common sense in the mix and the structure in the mix. I mean, it's cute at times, the little girl besties. No, have somebody tolerate them day to day. Good to have at least one person who's willing to tolerate you every day. Um, but I will say most men's dating apps are probably shit. But it should be expected that our dating apps are going to be shit. We're guys. It's not exactly going to be our strong point. Things like that. I would say these women look pretty decent. Probably when they were younger. Let's get into it.
Here's some interesting stats on over 50 Canadians dating online. So the number of Canadians over 50 using online dating platforms has grown significantly in recent years, and that's probably due to COVID. 26% of Canadians aged 50 to 65 report having used an online dating service. This one surprised me. More than 55% versus 45% of women in the 50 plus age group are dating online. So I was surprised. I always thought there was more women than men. Popular dating sites that cater to the needs of older adults are Match.com, eHarmony, Silver Singles, Our Time, and Zoosk. I've been on a few of those, not all of them. 46% of online daters aged 50 and older have reported finding a long-term partner or spouse through online dating, so that's positive. And just so it's not all about me today, I'm joined with
Workout. And I got a feeling I'm gonna get triggered a lot in this video. So let me play another video while I'm doing my little 5-minute workout. Because I already got triggered.
In unattached energy. That means that you are not attached, you're not fully detached. It's not like you don't care, but being in an unattached energy of whether this works out or not, you're good. You're not attached to the outcome. You are in presence and you are just going to allow the process to unfold of dating, and whatever is meant to be will be. And you have to find that trust within yourself, trust within your life that what is meant for you will not pass you by, and something that is not meant for you is going to have to move on. When you're in this unattached energy, you're in your power. This means you really have to do things that are focusing on you. You're pouring into your energy, and we'll come to that one in a second. But whether it works out or not, you know you'll be good. You'll know you'll be fine. You're not meeting this guy, latching onto him, creating this whole vision and fantasize, placing him in the vision that you have for your life. You're still attaching to him when it's not about him. Ultimately, you know what you want, and you're associating it with this one person so that you have a visual. The second thing is pour back into you. If you want a guy to fall in love with you, you have to be in love with you. If you want him to be obsessed with you, you have to be obsessed with you, and you have to be making you your number one priority. Make your life your number one priority. Decenter the man that you are dating and center yourself, and he's going to be hooked on that because you are in your powerful, magnetic, embodied, unconditional love for self energy, and that is what is attractive to men. You're not seeking, you're not needing him, you're not in a state of lack, you're in that unattached energy, you're pouring into you, therefore he's going to want to pour into you because you are everything. And you'll see they're not really about doing anything. It's not about you manipulating. It's not about you trying to force someone to fall in love with you. What is meant for you will not pass you by. Focus on yourself, and that is how ultimately you will attract the most incredible person into your life.
Story time. I'm 34. I'll be 35 in almost a month. I have a good job. I have a good career. I'm a kind, loving person. I'm a good friend. I buy shit for myself. I moved to LA 11 years ago, and I have not asked anyone for a single thing in my life. I work for everything that I have, and I'm failing at relationships. I really don't know what's wrong with me. Why am I so scary? But yeah, I've succeeded in many areas of my life, but relationships are really not happening for me. So at this point, I'm just thinking that, you know what, maybe it's not meant for me. Maybe I'm just meant to be by myself. The whole soulmate, love of my life, my best friend, whatever. I don't want a man who's not okay with me talking about my feelings or how I feel or asking questions or making plans or thinking about future. I don't want a man who's scared of all that. And I don't think men who are not scared of that exist anymore. So, girlies out there who have a man like that, just cherish them and, thank them for all of us single ladies out here struggling with the current dating reality.
She's trying to make it seem like she's a lot better than what she is. She's telling us a very mild version of what she was doing in her past relationship or past relationships. I just ask questions and have feelings. What's so wrong with asking questions and having feelings? Man, we don't believe you.
Yeah, tell them they're rare. And hopefully your kids will have their dad's character and the next generations of women will be luckier.
I've been single for 3 years, and one of the best advices I can give anyone, because recently I've been going on so many dates, is to be more flexible with your age range. My current age range has been from like 24 to 52, and the 52 one has a caveat, which I will get to in a second. But as someone in their 30s, I used to have such a strict cutoff where I was like 29 to 44. That's it. I'm not like going out of this range. And through accidentally meeting people in real life.
Okay, I'm glad that's over with because I don't want to hear her anymore. Let's go back. I've been eating so much carbs this weekend. I'm trying to fight diabetes while not really fighting diabetes. Let's see. We're gonna get back to this, but let me just see what this is saying for a half a minute.
Joe Budden is not playing around when it comes to responding to Corey Holcomb, and it seems like he chose to go ether mode and then dead it all right there on his pod. After Corey went on the 5150 show to air out Joe Budden and his co-host for speaking on the controversy surrounding his name from the Anton Daniels situation.
What's the Atkins diet? Let's look it up. Atkins diet. Atkins diet. The Atkins is a low-carb diet designed to promote weight loss and improve health. It emphasizes change in eating habits to help individuals lose weight and maintain a healthy lifestyle. The diet consists of 4 phases: induction, a strict low-carb phase to kickstart weight loss; balancing, gradually introducing some carbs while continuing to lose weight; pre-maintenance, slowing down weight loss as you approach your goal; maintenance, long-term eating habits to maintain weight loss. The Atkins diet is said to help with weight loss, boost energy, and improve health issues like high blood pressure and metabolic syndrome. For some detailed information. Okay. Yeah, I'll look into that. Thank you very much. Lauren. Well, I see the Atkins brands at times. Atkins diet. Well, how can I? Let's see. We getting sidetracked. I'll check it out later. Thanks, Lauren. All right. What was we? All right, we're gonna skip the nigga shit. Let's get back to this. I'll find it. Got a contender. Do we got a contender? What was the name of this? I forgot what I added the title. I forgot what I made the title. I attracted a contender with the title. Steven, don't go nowhere, Steven. I want all the smoke, Steven. I duck all the smoke in real life, but I take all the smoke on the internet. Hold on. Please don't leave, Steven. Please don't leave, Steven. We got a contender, folks. Let's see if he can do better than the last one. The last contender was horrible. No disrespect to the last contender, but you was horrible, bro. I don't got any problem with you, but you were horrible. Um, let me. What did I name this live stream? I forgot. The hell did I name this live stream? Oh, why are women only good for short periods? Okay, yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Steven. Okay, Steven says this sounds like some red pill garbage generalizing. Oh, hold up. It disappeared. Okay, this sounds like some red pill garbage generalizing women, but men who does this don't like being generalized by women. Okay, that didn't sound very coherent, brother. But let's try it again. This sounds like some red pill garbage generalizing women, but men who does this don't like being generalized by women. Okay, we can start here, Steven. I hope you didn't go anywhere. Generalizations exist for a reason. Generalizations can be very valid. They can be very valid. And that is a general statement. Why women are generally good for short periods. And I can break down why. And no, I don't hate women. I don't like them. I don't like most of them very much. I'm not ashamed to say that. And they make their disdain for men very fucking clear, but nobody ever get butthurt about that. Women are on the internet talking about kill all men and I hate all men, and their channels don't get deleted. No, so nobody's getting triggered when women say we don't need men in society, kill all men, abort all male babies. Nobody gets butthurt. There's never any marches in the streets about that, and their TikTok and YouTube pages remain intact. But you say anything about a woman, even if you just say something simple like women are best in short periods. Oh, you fucking misogynist piece of shit, cancel them. It's a ridiculous double standard. It's truly a ridiculous double standard. And let's be clear, nobody hates women like women. But did Steven leave? I hope Steven didn't leave. But I can explain it to you, Steven, if you're still here. So I might as well explain it just in general for anybody who was tuning in to hear me talk about this. And the people who already watch my channel already know what I'm going to say. Should we make a list? I just made a list. Okay, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, Juan says generalizations are just like stereotypes. I mean, yeah, and they both exist for a reason. Uh, Here's the problem. Oh, actually, I got a list right here that I just did the other night that works perfect for this. Um, Generalizations exist for a reason, and I don't have a problem with stereotypes or generalizations. But here's my problem with them: most people aren't smart enough to know what to do with them. Most people aren't smart enough to know what to do with them. I'm just gonna leave it there. I don't want to go any deeper. Well, okay, let me make this clear. And I've said this before. I'm gonna make it clear. I treat women way better than they treat me. Even today, whatever, any day, any year. I treat women better than they treat me. So as long as that's true, I'm still right with God and can't nobody tell me shit when it comes to this topic, at least. Well, I ain't even gonna say that, but y'all know what I'm saying. Nobody can shame me about how I'm a bad man when it comes to women, because I'm not. I treat women with way more respect than they deserve. So I'm right with God, and I don't want to hear it. But please challenge my views. But please don't try to spin some "I'm a bad man" narrative. It just won't hold up. Now, for anybody who was wondering, here are some reasons why, well, serious relationships with most women just aren't worth it. But more specifically, why women are just great for just short periods. Okay. Usually, the longer you're with a woman living under the same household, the sex declines. That's something that's very common. That's one reason why they just good for short periods. Because in short periods, you're still in the honeymoon phase. The sex is still pumping. Everything is good. Usually, usually the disrespect amplifies with time living and being in a relationship with a woman, and that's why, yeah, there's less disrespect when you're dealing with them in short periods, little 3 month, 6 month, 2 year flings, 2 year relationships max. Another reason why women are great for short periods: familiarity breeds contempt. Another reason. Extremely likely, at least a few of her family members and friends won't like you and will openly disrespect you. Another reason why you should just deal with them on short periods. So you don't got to get to this point. Another reason, usually a woman will try to control you. And this is less prevalent in the honeymoon phase, 6 months to 2 years. That's why they're best for short periods. You're going to start to lose your freedoms. But she's less likely to try to control you and take your freedom away in the honeymoon phase. Most men end up with way more responsibilities and limited authority. Less prominent when you're dealing with them on a short period. Usually, I don't know what the percentage is, but a lot of times your wife or long-term girlfriend will get fat with no remorse for how it affects you. That's why they're best for short periods. When women know she has power and leverage over you, like when you move in, get married, and have kids, she will treat you any way she pleases because she knows she has you by the balls after the kids and marriage happens. Why you should deal with them in short periods. Um, Appreciation declines rapidly as years goes by. She appreciates you less. In the honeymoon phase, oh, thank you, I appreciate you. Oh, you're so great. Honeymoon phase, that's why they're best in short periods. A woman begins to resent you for one reason or another, less prevalent in short periods. Nothing you do will ever be good enough or fully right. Oh yeah, Devon, I did. I did get your Cash App. So yeah, I'm gonna do the Kendra you want me to do because yeah, I did get that Cash App. So thank you, Divine Photos. Um, Many women long term they make you feel like nothing you ever do is good enough or fully right. Example I like to give: when you load the dishwasher, yeah, you loaded the dishwasher, but you put the forks upside right, and they supposed to go down. So yeah, fuck that you did the dishes. You did the forks wrong. That's some bullshit, man. It's a perfect example. Instead of appreciating the fact that you loaded and ran the dishwasher, and I know what women would say, you want a fucking cookie for loading the dishwasher? No, I don't want a cookie, but I also don't want to get shat on for and they will call it. They think that it's me weaponizing incompetence. It's not weaponizing fucking incompetence. Like, first off, if the fucking fork get clean, who gives a fuck if what direction I put it in? Yeah, I know you want it to be down. I put them up. They got clean both ways. And see, and let me pinpoint this. See, this is the petty shit that ruins attraction and ruins long-term relationships. Whether the fork was upside, right, or downside in the dishwasher, who gives a fuck? And it'll turn into an all-night argument about the fork being the wrong side up. Can you imagine going to work 8, 12 hours a day and you got to come home and get bitched at by your girlfriend or wife about a fucking fork when you just went out and fought the world for 12 hours? Fuck you. That's why they're best in short periods. Shit, man. Did Steven leave? I hope Steven didn't leave. And this, I'm sure some of these I named are kind of duplicates, but I'll say this. I'll say the final one. Never celebrated for the good you do, but always called out for anything that could be deemed bad or any little mistake. Like the fork. You can give her a kidney and she won't celebrate that, but she'll bitch at you every time about the fork being upside right. And that's why they're best in short periods. It's not red pill garbage, blue pill, folks. It's just the reality of life. It's just the reality of life. Sorry. I wish it wasn't true too. It hurt my feelings too when I found out this shit. Finally had the epiphany. And like I always say, I always knew something was off about women from when I was a kid. I just couldn't put my finger on it. And this was before I was red pill, but I knew something was off. But let's get back to the show. I guess Steven didn't want to smoke. They rarely ever do. I mean, because nobody can really give me smoke on this topic because I'm right. I'm not saying I'm right about everything in life, but I'm right about this. And that's why nobody could beat me in a debate. I want somebody to beat me in a debate. Just to switch it up or something. They just can't fucking do it, folks, because I'm right.
Dating in your 50s, and specifically online dating, is not for the faint of heart. And I should know because I've been doing this for over a decade. So today, I'm going to talk about where I date online and how, what I've learned, what I suggest for women, and my feedback on men's dating profiles. Here's some interesting stats.
Let me say this real quick too. This is very important. You know how hard it is for a woman. Do you know how hard it is for women to get men to not like them? Men, we inherently want to like you. We have a biological drive to like you. Do you know how unbearable you have to be as a human to get men to just stop liking women? Like I don't know if y'all like I really want to try to dive in on this. It is in our DNA to like women, to excuse their wrongdoing, to shoot them some bail, to protect them, to love them. It's just in our blood. Do you know how hard you gotta be of a like? Do you know how much of a bitch? Do you know how much of a collective bitch women gotta be to get us as a gender to generally just stop fucking liking them and not and just to stop liking them and just get to the point where we don't want anything to do with them? Do you know how bad they have to be acting and talking and just never mind, man.
Here's some interesting stats on over 50 Canadians dating online. So the number of Canadians over 50 using online dating platforms has grown significantly in recent years, and that's probably due to COVID. 26% of Canadians aged 50 to 65 report having used an online dating service. This one surprised me. More than 55% versus 45% of women in the 50 plus age group are dating online. So I was surprised. I always thought there was more women than men. Popular dating sites that cater to the needs of older adults are Match.com, eHarmony, Silver Singles, Our Time, and Zoosk. I've been on a few of those, not all of them. 46% of online daters aged 50 and older have reported finding a long-term partner or spouse through online dating. So that's positive.
Let me hear that again. That's what I want to talk about.
I've been on a few of those, not all of them. 46% of online daters aged 50 and older have reported finding a long-term partner or spouse through online dating. So that's
Yeah, that's positive. Let me pause it on a better spot. Yeah, that's positive. That's basically 50%.
positive.
So let's just round it up. 50%. So what does that tell you, sis? What does that tell you, older sis? You're part of the bottom 50%. That's why she's not too thrilled. I mean, she said that's why she's not too thrilled to say that stat. I mean, she's saying that's positive, but she don't like it because the harsh reality of it, that means she's in the bottom 54% of women on dating apps because 46% of women did it. Why can't you? And I'm not trying to roast her, but these are the harsh realities that women need to hear to grow, to maybe become part of the 54%. Just saying you a queen girl and the men ain't shit is not gonna help her grow and get her end result that she wants. But that's what people like Steven who bounced just doesn't understand.
Age 50 and older have reported finding a long-term partner or spouse through online dating. So that's positive. And just so it's not all about me today, I'm joined with my very good friend Kim, my wing woman, who was single with me in my 30s and had, and I think still does, very different approach and thinking about dating. I should add that Kim is married. So she is not currently dating, but she has a lot of input about my dating.
That's right.
Why does that not surprise me?
Is it a coinky dink? Isn't it a coincidence? Isn't it ironic? Like oh my gosh. The one on the right is married because she knew how to date. And there's a reason why your friend is married and you're still on the dating market. She's probably a decent woman. She probably got some sanity left and some human decency left, and that's why she's married. And you're not. And I'm sure she tried to give you advice on how to get like her, but you can't do it because you're a broken woman and you're probably irreversibly damaged. Your stubbornness and ego won't let you take her advice. That will get you the win. But
It's a coincidence. That's a coincidence. Don't you think? Thinking about dating. I should add that Kim is married. So she is not currently dating, but she has a lot of input about my dating.
That's right.
Kim will be a regular guest actually on Real Talk, the Norma and Michelle show. And sometimes, Kim, as you can see by the sign, you know it's serious when we have a sign.
It's really serious. You can't quite see it, but it's right here.
I guess we need a bigger sign with bigger and sometimes Kim. So Kim and I have been friends for over 20 years. We've experienced a lot together, and that's going to make for many very interesting future episodes. But Kim, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself and how we met?
How we met. Oh my God. So what is it, 20 years?
20 plus.
It's 20 plus years. We met at Bell.
okay, question. I don't know what the fuck Bell is. They keep talking about Bell. Some type of company. So why do you think women can maintain relationships with each other for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, but they can't maintain a relationship with a man? I'm not gonna because men with balls are gonna constantly challenge them to be better, and not just a little light pushback like their girlfriends may give from time to time. That's probably why.
Oh my God. So what is it, 20 years?
20 plus.
It's 20 plus years. We met at Bell. And I think it starts from, really how different personalities we are from even way back when.
Agreed.
Because, and I did get permission to be able to say this about her, but when I first met Michelle, I didn't actually like her. She kind of had she had an intimidating presence about her. In fact, I would say she had the best resting bitch face I have known of anybody.
I told you so.
It never fails. It never fails. Oh my gosh.
Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway.
Charles, thank you very much.
Dead giveaway.
See, and I'm gonna speak on this real quick. I never, like I spoke on before, I never have these situations where I can't stand a woman initially, but then we become real cool. It's never happened, and it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. So, did she become a good person, or you got to know her and it turned out she was swell? I highly doubt it. But let's just let her cook. At least she's self-aware about it. I guess at least she's self-aware.
She had an intimidating presence about her. In fact, I would say she had the best resting bitch face I have known of anybody. And so I was a little put off And then we had a mutual friend that we worked with. His name's Vince. I thank him to this day for actually immersing me in a room in Mexico with Michelle, because he invited her on our singles trip. There's a whole bunch of us going. And at last minute, he said, "Oh, I invited Michelle Smith." And I'm like, "Oh, great. Okay. Well, she's going to have to room with you because of how everyone's matched up." And I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to be stuck in a room with her for a whole week."
And of course, I didn't know any of this until after. I didn't.
They hate each other. See, these two women hate each other. They're not best friends. And you have these situations where you have two women masquerading as friends when they really hate each other's guts. And they'll just secretly sabotage each other throughout the friendship. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Let's just get back into it.
One's matched up. And I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I'm going to be stuck in a room with her for a whole week."
And of course, I didn't know any of this until after. I didn't know, like, she was dreading being my roommate.
I was dreading. But honestly, and I say this to this day, if I wasn't thrown into a room with her in that very first night, actually, we ended up like talking till like 4 a.m. We had so much in common. And, you know, I got past the resting bitch face. And
I grew out of that.
She grew out of that. And out of all my friends, you know, like I'm so fortunate that I'm still friends with her to this day. She's one of my people. You know, she's completely trustworthy and loyal. And I don't know what I would do if I wasn't like immersed into that room in Mexico with you, because we wouldn't have this friendship today. So.
Look, hey, you know what? Maybe they really are great friends. And if they are, shout out to them, and it's beautiful if they really are. I don't have a black heart. And I hope she really did grow. It may have took her till she was 35, 40, but some women really do grow at some point. And I hope that was the case for her, but I still don't think she grew romantically as far as getting and keeping a man. But I'm glad she at least grew out of the resting bitch face.
To that room in Mexico with you, because we wouldn't have this friendship today. So.
And I told you not to
That's how
make
we
me
met.
cry on the podcast, Kim. But we forgot to mention Francois Gravel.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think it was, Vince was the one who had set us up on that trip, but I think it was Francois Gravel who said, and I worked for Francois, and you knew him, and he had said, "Hey, Kim, you might want to hang out with Michelle." So I think we started hanging out. Maybe you didn't like me. I don't know. I guess I found out later she didn't. But then we were going on this trip, and Vince, I think, said, "Let's go together." But I think it was Francois first.
Francois introduced us.
Yes.
And then I said to Francois, "She looks like a real bitch."
Look, she's landing on thick now. Look, okay, see, they tricked me for a second. I thought, well, maybe they really are friends. But the fact that she's still talking about how much she thought she was a bitch after they already moved on and said the positive stuff. I mean, I guess this is female friendship. And look at that face. Look at her face, everybody. She didn't find that very funny, everybody. Let's watch it one more time, because now she's just throwing extra unnecessary shots. I get it. We're reminiscing about when I thought you were a bitch and it was funny, but now she's putting salt in the wound. Now let's hear the comment, and let's watch Lefty's face as she says that quote unquote joke. We talked earlier about these kind of insulting jokes. I'm doing air quotes. Imagine RB doing air quotes.
She looks like a real bitch.
Everybody. This is sick, man. This is just sick. I'm glad I'm not a woman.
Anyway, this is not the Michelle is a bitch show. It is the show about dating in your
it's
50s.
not. Like she's the complete opposite. That's the bottom line is she's the complete opposite of what I thought, right? And I think this is actually a good caveat to what we're talking about and about dating, because first impressions aren't always the right impression.
And that has been your stance.
Right,
And
always, and maybe because of you.
Yes, and we'll get into that too. But so we were both single at this point in our 30s. We were both divorced. I was divorced with kids. You didn't have kids at the time. And we were talking, we were on Lavalife, I remember, at the same time. And what was your Lavalife profile? Starbright. Starbright. And I was like the Toronto Bachelorette or something like that. And it was so funny because we would both get approached by the same guy. Like, you'd be like, is that Blue Eyes guy texting you? Yeah, he's texting me too. It was trying to set up dates with both of us. And unbeknownst to him, we knew about it and we're laughing about it.
Yeah.
But I would definitely say we had different approaches. And we'll talk about this more when we get into my profile and everything. But I remember it was
Yeah. See, yeah, dudes have to set up, 30 dates to just have one bitch show up. So I don't like it when they try to make it seem like the man's a monster for setting up multiple dates with multiple women. That's what we got to do. We got to swipe 1,000 times to get one chick to show up. And let's not act like y'all didn't have a roster at the time, too.
Yeah.
But I would definitely say we had different approaches. And we'll talk about this more when we get into my profile and everything. But I remember it was you who would always say to me, like, you have to give them a chance. You can't. And I would always say, no, I can tell in 5 minutes if, if I have chemistry. You say, no, you have to give it, is it the 3-date
minimum
rule?
3-date minimum.
3-date minimum.
And this is a great rule. This is a great rule. Well, don't listen to me. This is not for the fellas. This advice that I'm about to give, this is not for the fellas. If that bitch do or say some fishy shit on the first date, block her. But I wouldn't give the same advice to women. Ladies, if there's any listening, give a guy the benefit of the doubt for 2 or 3 dates. It ain't like you paying. What do you got to lose? So if the guy just isn't egregious, go on the 3 dates and give it a shot. I think this is a good rule. I know a married woman who has the exact same or had the exact same rule, and it got her what she wanted. 3-date rule for sure.
You say, no, you have to give it, is it the 3-date
minimum
rule?
3-date minimum.
3-date minimum.
I still think you should do that to this
I
day.
rarely get to 3 dates.
But I mean,
anyway.
I wouldn't have my husband, honestly, I wouldn't have my husband Rob if I didn't do the 3-date minimum.
I believe that, and this is an amazing story. So it's not about dating in your 50s, this story, but this is the story about how Kim met her second husband, Rob, who she is still married to as of over 20 years.
Yeah.
So tell the story.
Oh my God. So she wants me to tell it quickly. It's a long story, but I'll fast track most of it. And this is when Lavalife was the it dating site back then. And our other girlfriend, Madeline Long, she was actually the one who wrote my profile originally.
Oh, I didn't know.
And put me on it. And then when it was on it, I was like getting ding, 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 ding. And I was like, this is great. This is like shooting fish in a barrel. And then Maddie just burst my bubble and she goes, no, that's just because you're fresh meat and everyone's
That's
having
true.
a look at you.
Fresh
But
meat.
I was fresh meat.
Okay, yeah. But I want to go back to what she said. She said something about, oh yeah, I rarely ever make it to 3 dates. You don't think it could be you? You still single. Your girlfriend got married. You don't think it could be you at this point? Michelle or Norma or whatever the fuck your name is, respectfully. I rarely ever make it to a 3rd date. Yeah, because I'm so great. That's why I never make it to a third date. Stop it, lady. Just stop it.
Fresh meat and everyone's
That's
having a
true.
look at you.
Fresh
But
meat.
I was fresh meat at
Yeah.
the time. So anyways, so Lava Life was the big thing. I had only been on it for 3 weeks, and I went to a Bell luncheon, and Rob was there. And Rob had been separated from his wife for 2 years, and I didn't know. And I was telling him, oh, you should go on Lava Life. It's great. And I said, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. And I said to him, look, I'll even write your profile. And so he said that would be great. And so fast track, the following week I was busy and he was dinging me and said, hey, I thought you were going to write my profile. And I literally just hadn't got around to it yet, and I was traveling. So unbeknownst to me, though, he went on, he created his own profile, and I'm trying to remember, oh, his Living Life 6 was his tag name. And the one thing to know about Rod is, and he's always done this, does this to this day, probably have a great coffee book one day, but he likes to take photos of his feet crossed over.
I remember you telling me this, and I was like, this is weird.
But it's good, though. Like, you should see these photos. So he takes a picture.
See that hate? You see the hate? Don't hate that you're still on the date market at 50 and she's married. Oh, I would have dismissed him for taking a pic with his feet crossed. That's stupid. That's why your dumb ass still single. These women, I don't know who the fuck these women think they are, that a man can never do anything quirky or anything like that. Y'all don't think you do anything quirky and stupid and goofy and childish? Yo, if men were as judgmental as women, boy, I tell you, the human race would have ended a long time ago. Motherfucker can't just take a cool little pic with his feet crossed, drinking his coffee. I mean, who cares? That's so childish and petty. So then when she said, "Oh, it's cute though," she's like, I don't think so, but whatever. Your husband, not mine. Yeah, bitch, you don't got a husband. So shut the fuck up and let her tell the story. Let's see that moment one more time.
Day, probably have a great coffee book one day, but he likes to take photos of his feet crossed over.
I remember you telling me this, and I was like, this is weird.
But it's good, though. Like, you should see.
Look at her face, everybody. Well, I mean, I don't think so. I really don't think it's cute. The fuck up. You don't got no husband to do no cute, quirky shit with you. Fuck off.
This is weird.
But it's good, though. Like, you should see these photos. So he takes a picture of his feet crossed over of the horizon of wherever he is. So his profile pic was his feet crossed over of his sandals in, I think it was the Grand Canyon. And then another one was his feet crossed over in his ski boots, and it was Whistler Mountain. And those were his only pictures that he'd put up there. And when I say that I've only been on Lava Life for 3 weeks, I you know me, I don't need a photo. If the guy's interesting online, I'll go for a date. And I did do the date where there was no picture.
And I told you shouldn't. I remember saying you should not go on a date if there's no picture, because you don't know who this guy is.
Right.
Okay, first off, yeah. First off, good thing she didn't listen to you, bitch. Or she wouldn't be married. Glad she had her own mind and she wasn't a silly sheep. Now, okay, but I'll give her this. I mean, I probably would have told her not to go on a date with a dude with no pic on a dating app. Bros, you got to put a pic on a dating app. That's stupid to not put a pic on a dating app. Like, that's goofy. I will give it to her, though. That is goofy. But she just hating, though. All right, salute, Lauren. Salute. Um, but let's yeah, she hating hard, but let's go. But yeah, fellas, I mean, if you're gonna go on a dating app, you got to put a fucking picture. I mean, I just feel like that's just common sense.
Date if there's no picture, because you don't know who this guy is.
Right. But I mean, I also used to say that Well, it's a free meal, so why not go? I'm just going to be sitting.
There's something seriously wrong with you.
Don't tell me with this. You're not trying to kill me. You're telling me that. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
His publicist helped calm him down.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Hear that, fellas? You hear that, fellas? You're just a free meal. I mean, yeah, why not go on any date? It's a free meal, right? It's sickness, y'all. And I mean, I said this earlier. Why not go on 3 dates with a dude? You're just sitting there being entertained by the jester and getting free meals. Why not go on 3 dates? These bitches think they so good, they picky about who they'll take a free meal from. Think about that for a second. Some guys aren't good enough to give them a free meal.
Date if there's no picture because you
Right.
don't know who this guy is.
Right. But I mean, I also used to say that, well, it's a free meal, so why not go? I'm just going to be sitting at home watching TV
Yes,
by
you
myself.
definitely did say that,
Or
Kim.
I get a free meal. So that's how I used to approach those things. And then so I went for a free meal and I couldn't get out of there fast enough. So from that moment, I said, I'm not never dating again unless I actually have a picture. So when I'm talking to living life sick, and then finally I got to a point like, hey, like I need to see a photo, and there was no photo, and I said sorry, I'm not going to talk to you without a photo. He goes, okay, give me a second. He sent me these 2 pictures of his feet, and I actually thought that was really funny. I remember laughing out loud in my office, and so I decided, okay, guy's funny, I'll do it again, right? And then I don't know if you remember this, but he called himself Alan, right? And then I said I worked for a large communication company because I didn't want to say I worked for Bell. Mm-hmm. And then when we finally agreed to go on a date without an actual picture, and I knew his name was Alan, he said he was VP of sales and he worked for Bell. And then I went over to
I remember that.
And I went over to my 2 good friends who are master sleuths and in communications. And they're like, you were in communications, and she's looking up all the
Well, we just went to the
charts.
directory.
Yeah. You went up and looked up all the org charts, and then she calls me and she says, I'm like, is he good looking? And you're like, well, and as soon as she said, well, I'm like, oh my God, like what does it look like? And then you just said, I'm just really surprised. And you said, I thought he just got married and adopted 2 children.
Yes.
Right?
If it was the Alan that I knew
Yeah.
about, but of course, and I think just to back up quickly, Rob also worked at Bell as a dealer. So that's, I think we kind of passed through that. But at this point, Kim doesn't know she's talking to Rob, who works at Bell. She's just talking to Rob.
This guy, Alan.
Alan.
So anyways, we set up this date. I was meeting him at a place that I was comfortable at.
And it's so funny.
important that I would know what
It's
I'm
all
looking for.
all of my married friends, they're always like, oh yeah, show me Bumble. I want to swipe
It's
on
fun.
it. It's so much
It's
fun
fun.
when you're married, I guess. So here's my
Well, she's swiping on Bumble. These bitches are trash. Look, hold on. Let's go. Let's hear that one more time.
and it's so
It's
funny.
important that I would know what
It's
I'm
all
looking
of
for.
all of my married friends, they're always like, oh yeah, show me Bumble. I want to swipe
It's
on
fun.
it. It's so much
It's
fun
fun.
when you're married, I guess. So here's
So, hey, she's been married for 20 years, so I'll give her credit for that. Who knows if she ever cheated or what other who knows if she's cheating on the husband or if she treats him like crap, but I'll still give her credit for at
What kind of
least
shit is that?
staying in there. But all her married girlfriends love to swipe on Bumble. Y'all don't find that suspicious and out of pocket?
Here's my bio. I'm a fit, dog-loving, energetic woman in my 50s with adult children who believes life is meant to be lived in full color. I'm looking for someone who can keep up and complement my life in both exciting and ordinary ways in order to make amazing memories together. Want to be my life co-star?
Let's go through this line by line. I wish my meme would play that I pressed 2 minutes ago.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Let's go through this line by line. Her Bumble bio says, I'm a fit, dog loving, energetic woman in my 50s. So already, who's even setting their age limit to women in their 50s? Why even mention 50? So let me guess. She probably lies on the dating app about her age. Because if she was telling the truth about her age, I'm sure it has something about age on a dating app. So she lies about it. So she's keeping it very vague by saying, I'm in my 50s. So already you're a bullshit woman. Because I just know she lies about her age on there. Because why not say, I'm a fit, dog loving, energetic 58-year-old woman with adult children? Like, why not just say the age? Because ain't nobody fucking checking for no 58-year-old woman on a dating app. Not even 70-year-old men. So let's just take it line by line. Okay, I'm fit. Okay, that's a plus. I'll give her that one. Dog loving. Now I gotta fucking swim through your dogs to get to your pussy. No, thank you. You're 58-year-old pussy. No, thank you. And it's gonna be a dog in the bed, and I gotta fight the dog to try to fuck you. No, thank you. Energetic. Okay, energetic. Men can tie that to you being energetic in bed, but we also might think energetic means she's gonna be an obnoxious, quirky cunt who's gonna be getting on my nerves all the time. So, okay, with adult children, I mean, I guess that's to be expected when you're in your 50s, who believes life is meant to be lived in full color. These fucking quotes, these Instagram quotes. What does that mean?
What does that mean? What is for credit? I don't know what that means.
Typical mumbo jumbo, airy fairy, psycho babble bullshit. Whatever the that means. It sound cute, but men don't care about those phrases. Just talk like a regular human. So that could be a turn off. When she, into zodiac signs and all that other crap and energies and stuff, that turns men off. But women don't understand men and they don't care to understand men and what turns us off. Because I'm me. So you should be lucky I'm even responding to your messages. I'm looking for someone who can keep up. Red flag. Nah, bitch. It's you're supposed to get on my program. The purpose of my life is not to keep up with you. But they're not smart enough to know what turns men on and off. That's a huge turn off. I'm looking for someone who can keep up and complement my life. You sound like a dude, bro. It's your job to come in his life and complement his life, but you're a man stuck in a woman's body. You're just masculine. Well, you're not a man stuck in a woman's body because you got that pesky woman brain. But yeah, men don't want to hear this. Men perceive this as very masculine. Compliment my life in both exciting and ordinary ways. Trust me, not ordinary ways. Men, we know how to read through y'all garbage now. You don't want nothing ordinary or boring. You're gonna bounce. In order to make amazing memories together. Want to be my life co-star? Yeah, you want a man to get on your program. You want to be the star of the show, and he's your co-star. No man with nuts and things going on in his life is coming in to be some 50-year-old bitch's co-star. You can't make this stuff up, folks. I think we all know why she's single. You just can't make this stuff up. The ego is just too thick. The ego is just too big to have a man a part of your life. A man who with self-esteem.
Ordinary ways in order to make amazing memories together. Want to be my life co-star?
That's good.
You like it?
I do.
There's nothing you want me to change? I'm throwing it out there.
No, I mean, I read it, I think it's good. It sounds like you're flexible. Like you're flexible.
Okay. And interesting, I did just change my profile. I had the same one there for a long time, and I was actually working with Norma, and I go, let's try something. And then I put it in AI, and then I took what AI said, and then I modified it to my own words, which I thought was important. And so anyway, here's my comments about bios. I do think you need to keep it short, and actually there's a minimum character limits or maximum character limits anyway. You need to be succinct, but most importantly, you need to be real. You need to be honest. You need to be genuine, because what you're trying to convey is who you are in a very short period of time. And also, extremely important, be positive. I don't know how many profiles I've met that are not positive, and it is an immediate turnoff for me. Right. It's a left swipe.
You missed out funny, though.
You're right. I didn't put funny down there, but funny I do think is important. But I also think funny is important if you are funny.
Oh my God. I need to start a dating app just to go over for this. Well, no, because dating delusions, and I didn't rip off of, or maybe I did rip them off. Dating dysfunctions, dating delusions. Whatever. What was I about to say? Yeah, a lot of women's profile swipe left, no hookups. I'm not here for games. Yeah, I don't know why they think that's gonna attract a man. I always find that to be hilarious. Over 30, it's time to get serious now. And they think this is gonna attract a man. But yeah, this is not a bad looking older woman. I'd tap it. So she must be horrible. There's no reason why she shouldn't have success on a dating app. It's not going to be with some extraordinary guy. It's not even going to be a guy even slightly above average. The sooner she accept that, the sooner she can meet somebody. But at this point, I don't think I want her to meet somebody because she's just going to make his life a living hell. That's all. I mean, the lady in black looks older than the lady in black looks 66. That's probably her real age. Because who the fuck is putting? Look, nobody's, including women, nobody's putting their age range from something to 65. Absolutely not. Matter of fact, let me just Google it. What's the least swiped on age range on dating apps? It says data indicates that desirability on dating apps varies heavily by gender, with women's desirability peaking at 18. Wait, what? Oh, but I mean, that's basically what I already knew, but I didn't think it would say 18. It's all downhill after there. I mean, damn, that's true. That's crazy. Let's read that again. Okay. It says data indicates that desirability on dating apps varies heavily by gender, with women's desirability peaking at 18 and steadily declining, while men's peak around age 50 before dropping. And generally, older users, particularly women over 60, face significantly lower swipe rates. And users predominantly target those in their 20s and 30s. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, they both aged out, but the one on the right is married, so she don't got to worry about it. That's the beautiful thing. This woman on the left is still on dating apps at 65. She got to be 65. Women's women peak on dating apps at 18. Let that sink in, y'all. I would at least thought they would have said like 23, 24, 25. It peak at 18. That I'm actually shocked at that. I'll admit. Let's do this. Do women's swipe rates significantly decline after the age of 30 on dating apps? Oh, they know they understood me right. It says based on data analysis from major dating platforms, women do not necessarily swipe left after 30, but the engagement, match rates, and desirability metrics associated with their profiles often decline significantly. Eh, Okay, let's read this. I want to pull it up on the screen. Let's see if we can do that. See what we looking like on Rumble. Shout out to Dirty Deeds. Shout out to the 3 Rumbleites watching. All right, let's look this up. Oh yeah, I hope Leopard Lady stay married. Okay, it's not coming up here, so let me just read it off my phone. It says studies including notable data from OkCupid show that women's aesthetic desirability peaks around age 21, 22, pretty much, and steadily declines thereafter, with a marked drop after 25 and another dip around 30, 31. There we go. There we go. Let's read it again. Let's read it again. It says studies include notable data from OkCupid show that women's aesthetic desirability peaks around age 22 and steadily declines thereafter, with a marked drop after 25. That makes total sense. Uh, Now, I'm not going to say women expire after 25, but essentially, yeah. For what men want out of women, 18 to 25 is the max peak. Shit is shaky after 25. Everything becomes cringe after 25 if she's still single. And another dip around 30. That makes total sense. It says market imbalance. After age 26, men tend to have more potential matches than women of the same age because male preferences heavily skew towards younger women. Always have been that way, always will be that way. Makes total biological sense. And when women are always going to want a man who can provide, it's never going to fucking change. Um, let's see. It says changes in match quality and pool. Smaller pool / different targets. Men in their 30s and 40s often set their age filters to include women in their 20s, reducing the visibility of women over 30 to age match peers. Exactly. Selectivity increases. Women tend to become more selective in their 30s while being less desirable. It didn't say that. I put that. It says selectivity increases. Women tend to become more selective in their 30s, seeking serious, compatible partners rather than casual connections. And I'm saying this now. It doesn't matter because nobody. I mean, I'm not gonna say nobody wants you anymore, but yeah, you're just side bitch and pump and dump material after 30. There's something that flips in a man's brain when a woman is over 30, like this isn't wife and mother material. It's just something inherently in us as men. Like if she's over 30, be like, nah, this ain't nothing to take too serious. The last bulletin or whatever says behavioral shifts. While the volume of incoming likes may drop, women in their 30s often change how they swipe. They may begin dating younger men more often. Yep. They prioritize quality, effort, and communication over high volume swiping. Yeah, it don't work out for them. Let's wrap up with this video. See if they say anything else good in the next couple of minutes. Because I wanted to go over this. I wanted to go over two more things. So let's wrap this video up real quick.
It is an immediate turnoff for me. It's a left swipe.
You missed out funny though.
You're right. I didn't put funny down there, but funny I do think is important. But I also think funny is important if you are funny. Because if you're not funny, I don't think you should try to be funny, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think if you are funny, that's great. Because a funny guy is, fun to be around, for sure. Now I want to talk about pictures. So I'm going to show on the screen the pictures, the profile pictures I have for both Bumble and for Hinge. And I think most of them are the same. I think there might.
Oh, no. No, this gives high maintenance and witchy. This gives off that you're expensive, and she doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. Oh, and you got multiple dogs? Oh no, that thing I said about swimming through dogs, it was true. This is not an appealing profile as far as the pictures. Gives high maintenance, needy, Karen. This is a no. Absolute no. The big fucking fly glasses, the the fly eye glasses make you look like a fucking fly. No. He's trying to take all these professional pictures, but what would be shocking to her is if she just took a pic in some sweats and her hair pulled back, that would probably get more swipes. She needs to try to give off the down to earth look. Nobody wants to deal with a diva in their 50s and 60s. They just don't. And the men who could afford you, because she's trying to give off high maintenance so she can attract a high value man, but it don't work like that, hun. I'm gonna tell you something right now. It don't work that way. Because that man will get a 30-year-old, hun.
Let me tell you something right now. It don't work that way.
She looks like she wants to speak to the manager as soon as she gets sat down at the restaurant. But ma'am, you just got sat down. I want to speak to him. But nothing even happened yet. Like what? Nope. Go get him. Oh my gosh. Yeah, older rich Chad is not coming, hun. Goodness gracious.
And I think most of them are the same. I think there might be a couple of differences. And I do think it's important to take, good pictures of yourself and make sure the angles are decent and ask your friends, ask your,
You
ask
take a good
people
picture though.
But anyone who takes a picture, make sure it's the best picture you can take of yourself. And you should take some of you standing full view and some of you close up. I think that's important.
Yeah, she definitely gives off the men are intimidated by me vibe. But let's move on. Us This is crazy. Oh gosh, this is crazy.
Is so I like
A lot of it based off you're going to.
Hi, I'm trying to turn my camera on. Oh my goodness. Hi, how you
Queen.
doing? Oh wait,
Welcome
did
in,
it come on?
Chief.
Hold on, save. I'm sorry, I'm trying to turn it
Yeah,
on.
no worries. I sent you a request. See if it
Oh, okay, in here. Okay, here we go. I think it's saving. How you doing?
Hi, beauty. Welcome in. Do you?
Hi.
Hello. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
All right. What brings you up tonight?
I just wanted to talk to you because I see your content. I'm sorry, I was putting on some moisturizer. I did not know you were going to add me so fast. I wanted to come on because I had a question for you. So I had took a break from dating a little bit because I wanted to kind of focus on me more. So I did. And how long? Oh, thank you guys in the comments. I wanted to kind of focus on me more and being just, I guess, presenting myself better, right? Because a lot of the times we want things from men, but we're not thinking about how we can prepare ourselves, right, to get to what we want in anything, in a career, or you want to prepare yourself for what it is that you want. So I took a break, and I was kind of talking to someone recently, and I felt like the typical guy that I talk to. So I usually talk to slim guys. I don't have a problem talking to slimmer guys. I've talked to a few personal trainers. I don't know, they happen to like thicker women, and I don't mind getting in the gym. I get in the gym too. I work out. um Slim guys. I don't have a problem talking to slimmer guys. I've talked to a few personal trainers. I don't know, they happen to like thicker women, and I don't mind getting in the gym. I get in the gym too. I work out. I've definitely worked on my body. I've lost about 50-60 pounds, and I'm still going. So weight loss and working out is super priority for me, and I do.
Hey, shout out to her. Real shit. Like, shout out to her if she lost 50 to 60 pounds.
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, shout out to her if she lost that weight. That's hard to do. She's talking about she date physical trainers and all that, fitness trainers, and she have no problem attracting slim guys. Look, I don't even want to go in yet. Look at that room. This woman probably over 30 years old with that room. Grow the fuck up. Like what? I mean, I don't know. Some people would say it ain't nothing wrong with the room, but what's on the wall? It just seemed a little childish to me. I could be off. But let's get into it. Like, I'm not gonna talk about her looks yet. Obviously, she's big. Um, uh, her hair. I think that's a weave. I believe mixed in there, probably with her real hair. It's I'm not gonna go in. Let's just let her continue.
50-60 pounds, and I'm still going. So weight loss and working out is super priority for me, and I do those things. I do want to, I
So
guess.
wait, my question to you is, what happened with those guys, the fit guys, and
So
where are
okay,
they now?
so two. I'll give you two of them. The first one I was talking to, we really hit it off. We connected very well. He made six figures. I'm also, in that ballpark, and I just kind of felt like we weren't unaligned. The thing with him was that he was a little cheap. I don't like that.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Ma'am. So she wanted. So I really want to break this down because this pissed me off earlier.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
So I don't know if she said anything about tall, but it sounds like she's dated handsome, fit men. Let's just say tall too. Fuck it. She's dated handsome, tall, rich men that made six figures, but they wasn't spending that bag on her. They're not gonna spend a bag on a fat three, man. And I say that with love. I just got to give it to you, raw though. They're not gonna, even if you did fuck with those guys, and you know what? I believe her. I believe her. These tall, handsome dudes with money will fuck on a fat three. Slow night, ain't nobody coming through. I can call Respucia or whatever her name is to come give me some head and fuck on her. But of course, she's not gonna spend a bag on you, ma'am. But no, I believe her. There are overweight, unattractive women who are fucking with Mr. Him. I believe her. I really do believe her. I'm sorry, I do. I've seen it, I've heard about it, I believe her. He was never gonna take her serious. That was never on the table. He was never gonna trick off thousands on her. That was never on the table. Hey, for some strange reason, I believe her. But this why the game is effed up. Fat Threes is talking about, yeah, I'm dating top tier dudes, but they ain't tricking off enough. So even Mr. Point Five ain't good enough for her if he don't trick right. And this is a three. This is a fat three. It's over. Dating is over if a fat three online talking about I fuck with top tier dudes, but they don't spend enough on me, so I had to drop them. A fat three is saying that. It's over for the rest of us, y'all. It's fucking over. I wish these fucking top tier dudes would stop fucking on threes, fours, fives, and sixes and sevens. Cause they fucking the whole game up when they fuck those women. Oh gosh.
I just kind of felt like we weren't unaligned. The thing with him was that he was a little cheap. I don't like that. He made enough to be cheap, and I'm generous. So for me, it didn't really work. And then also with him, I felt like I was giving more than I was receiving. Like I felt like I was.
They lay you down, they spray you down, but they don't stay around.
Look at Ashley face, everybody. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't want to go on a tangent. We're not gonna go on a tangent. But look at Ashley face, everybody. That's unfortunate, man. Little John's son, Nathan Smith, found dead in Georgia pond 3 days after being reported missing. Yeah, stay out the streets. Tech, I mean, yeah. I mean, that stuff like this, I'm not saying he deserved it or nothing. All I'm saying is all I'm saying is you don't end up in a lake. You don't end up dead in the lake by being the most upstanding person in the world. That's all I'm gonna say. No disrespect at all. Like condolences for real, and I wish the young man was still here. But stay out the streets. Stay on the up and up. Don't owe nobody $5. Don't steal $5 from nobody. Don't fuck nobody wife. Just y'all get what I'm trying to say. Just stay on the up and up. It's worth it to just do the right thing, please. Fuck was I about to look up? Somebody please help me what I was about to look up. What the Oh, I know what I was about to look up. So, oh shit, yesterday the fear and greed was fucking 7. Fear and greed was 7. Okay, I'm gonna say this based on what I know about crypto, and I mean, I wouldn't quite call myself an expert, but if the fear and greed is fucking 7, I'm not saying you can't lose money when the fear and greed is 7 on a scale from 1 to 100, but that's probably not a bad time to buy for your long-term hold. Like, if you plan on, like, just accumulating Bitcoin for the next 10, 15 years, if the fear and greed is at fucking 7, that's a great day to buy some. I'm just gonna put it like that. That's a fucking great day to buy some Bitcoin if you plan on investing in it long term. Because even if it go down another 20,000, I mean, it's still that sucks, obviously, but it, that's still not a bad time to buy Bitcoin or one of your top ones if the fear and greed is that low. Because what day was that? Yesterday it was 7. We're gonna get back to our shit, but let me just. The only thing I would advise somebody to buy the dip on is like Bitcoin or something. Like basically Bitcoin. All this other shit I'm well, that's another day we could talk about crypto. So let's see. So what day was this? February 5th. What was the fear and greed February 5th? Can't believe that shit went to 7. That was yesterday. Anyway, let me just show y'all something real quick. So Bitcoin went down to went down to around $60,000. So what percentages? I don't fucking so if you would have bought that dip for a short trade, and I'm not a trader at all, so I don't try to do this. And you really need to learn about crypto before you try to pull shit like this. It's all this technical analysis shit. I don't fuck with all the technical analysis shit. So I'm far from an expert. I'll say that. But I think I still know a lot about crypto. Way more than the average motherfucker. If you would have bought the dip at 60,000 and then it shot back up to what? Shot back up to like 71,000. That would have been a nice little piece of change. What percentage is that? Do I got any fucking eggheads in here? 60,000 to 70,000? Let's just Google it. And then we'll get back to what I was talking about. What percentage is 60,000 of 70,000? So it's a 15% jump, I think. So for people who playing with big boy money, and there's plenty of people playing with big boy money. I mean, probably none of us here like really big boy money. That 15% is so let's see. What's 15% of 5 million? Yeah, so for people who was playing with 5 million, that was a quick $750,000 made in what? 5 days? Ooh, that's crazy, ain't it? A quick quick 750 from 60,000 back up to 70,000, or even let's just do 1 million. What's 15% of $1 million? Well, I should have known that off the top of my head. 150,000. Don't make fun of me too bad. So that's a quick 150,000 in 5 days. But let's go lower, just for people who a more realistic number. What's 15% of 10,000? Yeah, that's 1,500. That's still a nice little flip. A quick 1,500, 5 days, just for hitting the button twice. It's not bad. Anyway, what I wanted to say is, if I had so real quick. So if I had to, what they're saying that worst case scenario. Well, there's no. I guess worst case scenario is the shit go to zero, but I don't believe it's going to zero, unless aliens invade, and even then, the shit probably ain't going to zero. How do I? Hold on, bear with me. They're saying probably worst case scenario. Let's just say the worst case scenario bottom, like if a war break out or something, or the fucking president get his muffin cap peeled black blue, or whatever the fuck, peeled back blue. I would say the bottom is gonna be, from what I understand, the bottom could be from anywhere from 35 to 50, or like let's just say 40 to 50. I think the bottom for Bitcoin, the lowest is probably going to go in the bear market, is probably about 40 to 50. No, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just talking. I'm just some random faceless motherfucker talking on the internet. But let me show y'all this real quick. His name is Jason Pizzino or something. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, hold on.
We like open it, but we need to put batteries in it.
So what I was about to say? Oh, Jason. This is my guy right here, Jason Pizzino. This guy is fucking great. I've seen him call 2 cycles. I mean, he's not a fucking psychic or nothing, but he analyzes everything, every fucking market from the fucking 1800s. He lined everything up from back then and the patterns. This motherfucker is great. I'm gonna be following this motherfucker for the rest of my life. This is here's the thing. As you learn about crypto, you won't need to follow him as much, because you can learn your own shit. But I'm gonna be following, bro. If I'm being honest, I'm looking for him to call the bottom. He called the bottom pretty right before this recent bull run, and I'm looking for him to call it again. Now, I bought in. I didn't buy in when he called the bottom, but I just set. You got to be patient. It takes a special type of motherfucker to win in crypto. I wanted it to not fully recover, but I wanted it to kind of show some strength a little bit to kind of signify that it was the bottom, and then I got in. So I'm looking for him to call the bottom. Y'all need to go follow him. I recommend going to follow him. He's not a financial advisor either. You can't blame me or him if you lose your fucking life savings. I'm just some faceless motherfucker on the internet. But I would highly recommend going to follow Jason Pizzino. You know, I think he's gonna call the bottom again. Yeah, I think about 40 to 50,000 is the bottom, and I and let's see. If I had to give any advice on crypto with this next cycle that's gonna come, hopefully, no guarantees, of course. I would just invest in Bitcoin. This is what I would tell you to do. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just talking shit. If Bitcoin go to 40, 50,000, and it may not get that low, I would just invest however much you want to invest, and don't invest more than you can afford to lose. But let's just say you got $10,000 to play with. I would dollar cost average into Bitcoin under okay, in Biggs, he know about technical support and shit. He said on the monthly support is at 70K. There's a level below between 57 and 59. Yeah, I'm gonna say 40 to 50. Worst case scenario, World War III. I don't know any of the technical analysis, but yeah, I'm gonna say 40 to 50 bottom. If I had to give y'all any advice, and this isn't advice, you can't sue me or whatever the fuck, or blame me if you lose all your money. I would just dollar cost average into Bitcoin under $55,000 or something, or under 60, or under 50, or under 40, whatever you can figure that out. But I would try to dollar cost average into, let's just say 50, because that's the number I got in my head. I would dollar cost average into Bitcoin under 50,000 and just hold Bitcoin and try to hold off until it go to 250K if you just want a little 5x. Which, as I advised in the previous video, never try to go for more than like a 5x, 5 to 10x, in really top tier safe coins like top 50 coins. Try to just get your 5 to 10x in safe coins in the top 50, and don't listen to these people talking about this can go 300x. That's how you're gonna get fucked. Trying to get a 50x, a 30x, a 300x. That's how you're gonna get fucked and lose all your money. Be content with your 3 to 5, max 10x, max 10x. You hit the fucking lifetime jackpot if you get a 10x on something. Just cash the fuck out. So if I had to advise, I would say dollar cost average in Bitcoin under 50. Wait till it go to 250 in whatever 4 to 5 years. And just and yeah, you got your little 5x. So you just turned your little 10K into 50K. You know, take out your money. There's a whole thing called dollar cost averaging out. You're supposed to dollar cost average in and dollar cost average out or something like that. And that's probably a good plan too. Me, I'm kind of a I'm kind of a dumbass a little bit. Like me, I just want to dollar cost average in and then wait for my 250K and then get out. But yeah, here's the thing. Now, if it go down to 15, 20K, now I'm not gonna tell you to, sell your grandmama to buy a Bitcoin. But if that shit, yeah, this is not financial advice. But if this shit go down to 15K, my advice would be you need to be trying to get a full Bitcoin. If you can figure out how to get $15,000 to buy a Bitcoin, that I would try to do that. I would just try to do that. If it go that damn low, I'm gonna be trying to figure out. Yeah, if it go that low, I'm gonna be trying to figure that out. Anyway, just some nigga talking shit. Yeah, this is just some nigga talking shit.
This is just some nigga talking shit. This is just some nigga talking shit. And everybody's caught up in all that shit.
More than I was receiving. Like I felt like I was showing up being authentic to him, and he wasn't he would come over here all the time, we would hang, and I'll say, well, hey, I want to come to your house, and he was like, well, I had this girl come over and she was kind of crazy, and I'm like, that doesn't have anything to do with me, you know, like I don't it was foolishness to me, and I couldn't take him serious. So
No ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. He didn't take you that serious. And Ashley knows this. See, so even chubby threes feel entitled to the best treatment from tall, handsome, fit Chads and Tyrones, and it's just we fucked up out here.
So that's one of the reasons why I didn't work out with him. The other guy who I was talking to, he's very, very handsome. And I stopped talking to him because to me, he was a little crazy. Like we went out on a date and he overreacted. There was a child standing there with some food and she accidentally brushed up against the food he was holding and he kind of like spazzed out. And I'm like, she's a baby. What are you doing? So that was a red flag for me. And
I mean, yeah, that's crazy. If you spazzed out on a baby, that's fucking crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I had a $3,000 Versace shirt on or some shit and some baby spilled ice cream on it, I'd be pissed. But I'm not about to spaz out on a fucking baby. So I'll give her that one. But yeah, I think y'all get the point. Let's go over to Rumble to do a Kendra G. Because my brother DP paid for it. And I don't even know if he's still here. I'm hoping. Are you still here, DP? I haven't heard from you. I owe DP one. No homo pause. He donated $10. I lost my whole audience talking about crypto, and I don't blame him because that's not what this channel is about. But Divine Photos, are you in here? Well, I guess I'll do it anyway because he can catch the replay. Or if he asks me about it, I can tell him go over the Rumble. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over the Rumble. Hey man, people really be getting triggered about this red pill shit. The dude earlier, Steven, this sounds like a bunch of red pill garbage, man. Them motherfuckers be getting triggered, bro. And all I said was, why are women only good for short periods? And that motherfucker got triggered. That shit is crazy how triggered motherfuckers get by this red pill shit. It's just the truth. You're gonna have to face it one way or another. So yeah, let's go over to Rumble. Just drop the link. You don't have to sign up for Rumble to watch. All you gotta do is just click the link and watch. Remember how others treat you as their karma, how you treat others as your karma. Be nice to people because God's watching. Remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play asshole on the internet, and I've never done anything remotely wrong my entire life ever. Keep your blood sugar and your blood pressure down and keep the Reaper from coming around. Make sure you get your yearly checkup so Satan don't catch up. Hopefully, I'll see some of y'all over on Rumble. RB Sensei, out.